Hello, my fellow Africans. I love you all. Thank you for subscribing to Africa, my Heritage TV. Thank you for your precious time that you always sacrifice to even watch all the videos. It means a lot to us here. And from our heart, we are saying God bless you. And thank you for joining us today too. As usual, this is your boy, this is your friend, and this is your host, Kwame, the African child. We are here once again to talk about Africa. We are here once again to discuss Africa. All that we are interested in seeing in the continent of Africa is that we are going to develop, and we as Africans living in a foreign land would have the respite to travel home peacefully, to travel home without any compulsion, to travel home willingly, to travel home from our own volition, because we have seen the African continent developing, and thus he has given us the morale. He has boosted our interest in coming back home to also contribute towards the development that we are seeing. It doesn't matter who we become on a foreign land. We are still Africans. We are still Ghanaians. We are still Kenyans. We are still Ethiopians. We are still Moroccans. We are still Tunisians. We are still Egyptians. We are still Senegalese. We are still Ghanaians. We are still Togolese. We are still Burkinabes. We are still Congolese. We are still Africans. It doesn't matter the amount of success. It doesn't matter the amount of wealth we can amass in a foreign land. It doesn't take away the African DNA from us. It doesn't take from us the African heritage. It doesn't take the nature of Africa away from us. We feel proud as Africans. We feel proud as individual people existing in a continent, and we will together stand forever to defend Africa and to wish Africa well until Africa meets our dreams and expectations. So the title of today's message is Kill Corruption Before It Kills Us All. Kill corruption before it kills us all. So that is the title of today's message. So now if you simply ask me, what is the number one problem hindering Africans growth? What is the number one problem that has been impeding the growth of Africa as a continent, or that has been impeding the growth of individual African countries? In simple terms, it is corruption. It is corruption. Be with me. Corruption in Africa, corruption in individual African countries, it kills people more than HIV/AIDS. Corruption in Africa, corruption in independent African countries, it kills people more than Ebola virus. Corruption in Africa, corruption in independent African country is killing people more than malaria. Corruption in Africa, corruption in independent African country is killing people more than the COVID-19 outbreak or the coronavirus or whatever name the worstness may give to it. Corruption in Africa, corruption in independent African countries is killing more people than measles for almost about 50 years now. Corruption in Africa, corruption in independent African country is killing people more than Koshiorkor outbreak in the African continent. Corruption in Africa, corruption in independent African countries that together form the African Union. It is killing the continent. It is killing the people of Africa. It is killing the dreams of Africa more than any disease, more than any infection, more than any ailment, more than any disaster, more than any misfortune you can think of in the African continent. Our only problem in the continent of Africa is corruption. If we as Africans, if we as Kenyans, if we as Ghanaians, if we as Ethiopians, if we as South Africans, if we as Namibians, if we as Eritreans, if we as Nigerians, if we as Burkinabés, if we as Togolese, if we as Senegalese, if we as Cameroonians, if we as Tunisians, if we as Egyptians, if we as Africans can kill corruption, can unite against the fight to kill corruption, African continent can develop. African continent will see success, and African continent will do better. The only thing hurting Africa, the only thing making Africans cry, the only thing compelling young African youth, young exuberant Africans that have the strength, zeal, and passion to work towards the development of Africa, the only thing killing them, compelling them, pushing them, forcing them to exit the continent of Africa and to go to unseen continent and to go to unseen places is because of corruption. It is not because of Ebola virus. It's not because of measles. It's not because of polio. It's not because of malaria. It's not because of Ebola. It's not because of COVID-19. It's because of corruption. And what is corruption doing? What corruption is doing to the continent of Africa, sometimes I lack words to even describe it. It is because of corruption in Africa. It is because of corruption in independent African countries that one person who has arrogated to himself with enough power, that is abusing the power, can take away from the state coffers money that is supposed to go out there to benefit or to profit almost about 3 million people because of corruption. And somebody having the power and abusing the power, that person can take the money and use it to his own selfish interest without holding accountable to anybody because of corruption. The reason why we are lacking good hospitals in Africa is because of corruption. Because the monies that are supposed to put forth or put up beautiful hospitals, put up technological hospital, put up modern hospital to meet the African needs, that money would be taken by one person. That person would pocket the money, would fly outside the African continent to a different continent, go and buy mansions, go and buy beautiful assets, go and invest that money, and just make sure he or she would relocate his family to go and live that Western life. And yet the African continent will keep on suffering. It is because of corruption that we are not having potable drinking water in Africa. It is because of corruption that all our roads are unmotorable. So the roads that were meant to take you from one place to the other for maybe say 30 minutes, because of because of the poor nature of the road, because of the potholes and sometimes the manholes on the roads, that 30 minutes would now metamorphose itself into becoming 2 hours. So because of this, we have wasted 1 hour, 30 minutes of productive time that could stand to benefit Africa or independent African countries. It's because of corruption that we are not having good railway infrastructure. It is because of corruption that we are not having good airports in Africa. It is because of corruption that we sit on the wealth of the whole world. We sit on all the natural resources. We sit on all the minerals. But because of corruption, Africans cannot enjoy from their own natural resources. Africans cannot enjoy or benefit from their own minerals. Africans are not profiting from it. Why? Because of corruption. So if we can kill corruption as Africans, we will kill all the problems facing the continent. Like I'm saying, the only problem facing the African continent, it is not what the world are putting forth or putting out there. What is killing the continent of Africa is corruption. Be with me. Don't be deceived. Don't be fooled. The only problem with Africa is corruption. The only problem with Africa is corruption. The only problem with my own country, Ghana, is corruption. You watching me, the only problem with your country is corruption. It is not the diseases. It is not the infection. It is not the outbreak or the ethnicity. It's not the tribal war or ethnocentrism. It is not that. And if even it is ethnocentrism, what is fueling that is because of corruption. Because when one ethnic group or one tribe seems to be on the reins of affairs or reins of governance, and they are corrupting themselves at the expense of the country. Are you thinking that the other tribe or the other ethnic group are going to also sit down unconcerned and blindfolded and idle for that to keep on going? So it's going to lead to tribal war. So I am saying the only problem that we are having in the African land, in the African continent, is corruption. All that we are seeing, that we can take a paper and write it down, that will be in millions. All those petty problems are because of corruption. It is because of corruption that we are suffering. It is because of corruption that we are not developing. So I came to bring forth this short message that if the African Union can kill corruption, Africa will develop. If the African independent countries can kill corruption, Africa will develop. If we as individual Africans can kill corruption, development can translate itself into the development of Africa and other independent countries that we are finding ourselves from. If our nation's leaders, if the citizens of Africa would rise and demand for better governance, a corrupt-free society, that together everyone can feel part of the society and benefit from whatever nature has given to us as a people, I am telling you that Africa will develop and Africa will do exploit. Thank you for sharing your precious time with me. Thank you for your beautiful moment with me. It means a lot to me. I believe whatever broadcast that I'm putting forth, we are all going to take into consideration, and we're going to take or make a decision on it that is going to stand the test of time to benefit us as an individual, benefit our individual countries, and overall benefit the African continent. God bless you and stay safe until I'll see you again. Thank you.